Okay, so now we are going to learn some words related to questions, answers, how to ask a question, how to reply to those questions. So let's give it a try. The first word we have is preguntas, which means questions. Preguntas, questions. Preguntas. And then we have respuestas, which means answers. Respuestas. So preguntas, questions. For example, if you're in a meeting and they say, oh, ¿tienen preguntas? Do you have questions? ¿Tienen preguntas? And respuestas, answers. Respuestas. Okay. And then we have this one, which comes from preguntas, which means questions, and it's called preguntar. So basically to ask, preguntar, kind of like to ask questions, preguntar. So preguntas, questions, preguntar, to ask, like to ask a question or to ask something. Preguntar. And then we have from respuesta, we have respuesta means to answer, we just learned it, and now we have responder, which means to respond, or to answer, or to reply. Responder. So these ones are the verbs, and you can conjugate them as they should be. If you want the conjugations, you can check them out on Spanish Dict on our conjugator website, or the app if you downloaded the app. And the next one, contestar, which means to reply, to answer the phone if you want to answer, contestar, or to talk back. This is another thing, like if you're angry and you talk back to somebody, they would say, no me contestes, don't talk back to me. No me contestes. So this also means that. So to answer, basically contestar, maybe when you answer the phone, you would say, you contestas el teléfono. You answer the phone. Contestas el teléfono. And to reply, also to reply, and to talk back. Contestar. So one more time. Preguntar, to ask, which comes from preguntas, questions. Then we have responder, which comes from respuestas, answers. So responder, to respond, to answer, to reply. And contestar, to answer, to reply, or to talk back. So contestar and responder, they are quite similar. They can be used between each other. For example, you can say, respondo el teléfono. I answer the phone. Or contesto el teléfono. You can use either one of both. Okay, next one. Then we have correcto, which means correct. Correcto. And then we have incorrecto, which means wrong. Or, yeah, wrong, incorrect, incorrecto. And the third one, falso, which means false. Falso, false, or fake. It also means fake. Falso, for example, in the picture we have fake news, which would be noticias, news, falsas, fake. Noticias falsas, fake news. So falso means false, and it also means fake. Okay, one more time. Correcto, correct. Incorrecto, wrong or incorrect. And falso, false or fake. It also means fake. And the next one. Then we have bien, which means good. Or it also means correct. But correcto, the one we previously learned, it's more formally used. Bien means good, but it can mean correct. For example, if you got the answers correct, you can say, oh, tengo las respuestas bien. I have the answers good. But they basically mean I have the answers correct. Tengo las respuestas bien. I have the answers good. Or you can use say, tengo las respuestas. I have the answers in a test. Correctas. I have the correct answers. So yeah, this is how it works. Correcto is the more precise one, but you can also use bien if you're having a test. And then we have mal, which means bad. It means bad or wrong. So yeah, mal, bad or wrong. For example, if you get the wrong answers, you would say incorrectas, the wrong test answers, incorrectas, respuestas incorrectas, or you can say respuestas mal, wrong answers. So incorrect or wrong, you can use either one, mal or incorrecta, incorrecto. Okay, let's try the next ones. So here we have the first example. Disculpe, excuse me. Tengo una pregunta. I have a question. Disculpe. Tengo una pregunta. Excuse me. I have a question. And you can say, ¿qué necesita? What do you need? ¿Qué necesita? What do you need? ¿Qué necesita? And you can, so the first one uses pregunta. Necesita means what do you need? Necesita means to need. Necesitar, to need. And the next one. El hombre le pregunta algo a la mesera. The man asks the waiter something. El hombre le pregunta algo a la mesera. The man asks the waiter something. And the next one. El mesero le responde. So on the first picture we have la mesera, the female waiter. And in the second one, el mesero, the male waiter. So el mesero le responde. The waiter replies. And another example would be, ¿Tienen preguntas? Do you have any questions? ¿Tienen preguntas? Do you have any questions? ¿Tienen preguntas? And you can say, sí, yes. Tengo una pregunta. I have a question. Sí, tengo una pregunta. Yes, I have a question. Okay. And let's try another example. El alumno le pregunta algo a la maestra. Algo means something. So the student asks the teacher something. El alumno le pregunta algo a la maestra. The student asks the teacher something. And the first one we have la maestra, the female teacher, la maestra. And here we have el maestro, the male teacher. El maestro le contesta al alumno. The teacher replies to the student. El maestro le contesta al alumno. The teacher replies to the student. Okay, and let's try another example. This one is contestar, but in the past, pretérito, preterite. Contesté bien las preguntas del examen. Examen means test. So I answered the test questions correctly. Contesté bien las preguntas del examen. I answered the test questions correctly. And the next one. Saqué todas las respuestas correctas. I got all the answers correct. Saqué todas las respuestas correctas. So respuestas, answers. And another example, esta respuesta es correcta. This answer is correct. And the opposite, esta respuesta es incorrecta. Incorrect. This answer is wrong. Esta respuesta es incorrecta. So that's it for this one. So thanks for watching. So now it's your turn to practice Spanish. You can find the lessons Quizlet by going into the lecture resources folder. Thanks for watching.